What is happening? Another Tuesday on us, and is the Tuesday before CPI and the Fed's meeting starting about at least their rate decision. Common belief they're going to hold it tight. More than likely, that's going to end up happening. But we're going to see their dot plot, which is where all of them kind of give their idea of where the rates should go based on the data that they're looking at. So we'll get at least a peek into the mind of every member of the Fed. So until that time, it's kind of holding in its spot where it was yesterday. What I want to kind of hit on today, adjustable rate mortgages. There's still some that are out there that people are touting. What's interesting, the people that are screaming about these things are the people selling the real estate. Like, oh, get that lower interest rate mortgage and, get the 5-year or the 10-year arm, and then you can refinance later and the rates go down. Guys, I've been telling over and over and over again about the rates going down. Are they really going to go down? One comment that I've heard about this adjustable rate loan, some people say, well, it's for the more seasoned investor. The individual I've heard say the more seasoned investor is claiming to be a seasoned investor himself. That guy started buying investments, real estate, after the crash in the teens, 2013, 14, something like that. That's not a seasoned investor. That window of time, when we're talking about the mortgage-backed securities, we're talking about the economy as a whole. There's no cycle in there. That's not investing. Honestly, it's really not. That is taking advantage of an opportunity that the mortgage-backed securities were being just pummeled with capital from the Federal Reserve, routing in there to bring interest rates artificially down. Anybody could do awesome at that point. This is not a seasoned investor move, guys. A seasoned investor move. A seasoned investor is very, very patient. Who is probably the most famous investor on the planet? Warren Buffett. Nobody's going to dispute that. Yeah, a few guys over there saying you're a badass investor if you're using arms stuff like that. No, the most probably celebrated investor on the planet, Warren Buffett, says the 30-year fix is the greatest financial instrument in history because it's a one-way bet. If the rates go up, you're protected. If they're not, and they go down, you can just refinance if you want. Here's the thing. We're talking about legacy a lot. People keep in the investor world like, I'm trying to build something up for the future for my family. And you've got to do it now, because if you don't do it now, that opportunity won't exist. Hedge funds, we talked about it before. About 44% of the single-family housing available last year. They are anticipated. I've said before 60%, but I've reread the information. It's 40% of the available rentals. 40% of the rentals could be, this is what's anticipated with the current trajectory, owned by the hedge funds by 2030. What does that do for you in your future? What does your legacy look like? So let's say you jump in, buy investment real estate, listen to these people that think they know what the freak they're talking about when they really don't. They're just trying to sell you a house. They don't give a shit. They're just trying to get paid. Well, when you think about that, and these guys selling that crap to you, and you have that, now you're trying to hand off this legacy, and in 10 years from now, where are the rates? We don't know where they are. Your family is forced to deal with that. Well, maybe you're gone at that time. Maybe you're not around. Maybe you're old right now. It's like, I'm not going to live to see a 30-year fixed. But you leave them with it. What kind of legacy is that? So if you think that 30-year fixed is a bad move versus an arm, talk to me. I'll show you why it's not. Here's another meme that's been going around lately. Rather than talking a seller into dropping the price of a home by $10,000, why don't you get them to buy down your interest rate? It talks about the big difference in payment. Could be several $100s a month. You're interested in that kind of stuff? Call me. I'll show you the math. And not only the math, I'll show you where to get that deal. I got that deal. Call me. If you are interested in that deal, we have it. New build homes. Give me a ring. We'll talk you through it. So let's look at the market real quick, just to show you where we're sitting. We showed last week we're popping out of that, working our way up out of this channel, kind of formed a new channel before we went right back into it. Now, today it tried to open up a little bit strong, but blew right through that, blew through support. This, I think, is our future support that's going to act as this ceiling. And we're going to keep building these ceilings. And I don't know that we're going to get above them unless we see some massive CPI reading tomorrow that the economy is in the shitter and the inflation's way down, and we could see this thing bump right up, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. We'll probably keep playing down in this area. That's what my anticipation is, but we'll get you more tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. And remember, that arm stuff is bull crap. That's a guy just trying to jerk you off. That guy wants to get paid. Don't listen to that. Listen to the guy who's been doing loans since 1997. He's been working with a real estate investor since 1997. Somebody tells you they've been in the business for 20 some odd years. Find out when they got their license. Find out when they got it. Not when their person processing their loan got it. Not their team. The guy actually talking to you. Find out what they went through. Appreciate you guys.